Merry Christmas! It's your favourite Christmas elf coming to you with all the latest digital marketing and tech news. I hope you're all having a wonderful festive season. Since it's coming up to the end of the year, I thought I would do some predictions for 2023 in terms of how the digital and technology world is going to shake out in the new year. So, prediction number one, brands will move away from TikTok. So I think TikTok is a great platform for driving huge amounts of free reach for individuals and brands. I think people are getting great results on it. But I do think there is going to be increasing tension between the US and China because of TikTok's ultimate ownership, which is a company called ByteDance, which is headquartered in China and has officials from the Chinese government embedded in the company, as most technology businesses in China do. I think this is going to become more and more of a problem for the United States as TikTok continues to grow. You already have some commentators in the US talking about how TikTok is a danger to the American public. I think those voices are going to grow over the course of the next year. And I think that brands are going to start to move away, anticipating a potential ban by the US government. That would obviously have big knock on effects to those of us over here in the UK as well. So that's prediction number one. It might happen gradually, but I don't think that TikTok is a platform for the long term. Second, I think Facebook will have a moment of self-discovery. I think Facebook at some point in 2023 is going to realize that actually advertising social media is one business and VR is another business, and they're actually two different things, and they're not the same thing, and this doesn't really work. So I don't know how that will actually shake out. It might be that they split out the VR piece. It might be that they have a renewed focus on doing what, in my opinion, they do best, which is being a really great advertising platform, as it still is. It's never really made sense to me, this whole, we'll make the metaverse and then presumably put loads of ads in the metaverse. Like, I don't know. I think that they will stop trying to make this happen, and they'll realize that essentially it's two separate businesses, and you will see that roll out over time in the new year. Prediction number three, I think Twitter will get a new CEO, and I think they'll do just fine. So those of you that are Twitter addicts like I am will have seen that Elon Musk has tweeted a poll asking whether he should step down as the CEO of Twitter. I voted yes, primarily as a early investor in Tesla. I kind of want him to get back to work, but the yes was the winner. I think that he's starting to realize that he's got a great gift for the technology side, and I think that we'll still see that with him as owner and presumably chairman. But the day-to-day of working in essentially the advertising business might not be for him. We'll see. I still do have faith in the platform. I think they'll get a new CEO. I think they'll find a good CEO who will focus on innovation, who will focus on improving the platform, just like sort of Elon has promised to do. And I think that Twitter will do really well still. But I'm not sure whether Elon will be running the day-to-day operations for the rest of 2023. I think actually that change will happen, might even happen this year. I mean, who knows? But I think ultimately it'll do really well. Four, marketing spend will migrate towards trackable ROI. So I think everybody knows that next year, from a macroeconomic standpoint, is probably going to be quite challenging. I think what we will see with marketing budgets is that there will be even more of an emphasis on tracking every single pound that you spend. So in digital marketing, obviously that's kind of already done for you, but I think it will mean even more of an increased focus on the insight and analytics piece. Certainly for the more nebulous marketing strands, so your out of homes, your PRs, the areas of marketing where it's difficult to track where your money's going. I think there's going to be even more of a focus on trying to understand what's going on. And you do that, as I've mentioned in previous videos, by correlations. So looking at all of your data in the round and trying to find correlations between the numbers. Prediction number five, last one. I think we're going to discover that crypto is actually quite a lot more boring than we thought. So there's I'm no finance expert, but I get sent lots of stuff about like CBDCs and some of the kind of integration of government and crypto. I do think that will happen. I do think that crypto has a bright future. I don't think it's all just going to crash to zero and disappear, but I think it will become regulated, and actually it will just be more functionality for finance. And actually, it isn't going to probably be the thing that makes everyone a billionaire overnight, like everybody had kind of hoped a year ago. I think crypto does have a function. The blockchain will have lots of functionality. I just think that it'll be a lot more boring than the kind of roller coaster ride of ups and downs. Going from from millionaires to nothings overnight. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be this huge speculative financial opportunity. I just think it's going to be quite dull financial foundations in financial markets for making currency transfers and that kind of stuff, which is a lot less sexy than being a Bitcoin billionaire overnight. But yeah, just quite. I think it's going to be quite boring, and people just get over it and move on, and there'll be another thing to make you a billionaire. Probably go back to the stock market. Who knows? Anyway, those are my 5 predictions. I would love to hear yours. I'd love to hear what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? If I missed anything? And most of all, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. And I'll see you in 2023.